Welcome back, everyone. We are in a new rental property. Just picked it up this morning. And this place, I would say, is what you would call a hole. Like you can see from behind me, it's freaking gross. But once this baby is done being remodeled, I think we are gonna have a fairly decent place to call a rental property. But in this video, what I'm going to do is I'm gonna build out the scope of work, what I do at the beginning of every single project with you guys. I'm gonna take you through the steps in the process, how we're measuring things, what we're doing, and then you can drop a comment down below on if you would do things differently and what you would specifically do different. And it is absolutely freezing in here. I'm assuming that the pipes are burst because if you cannot tell, 32 degrees Fahrenheit. That is freezing. And it's at 32 degrees now during the daytime. Pipes are probably split, so we're gonna have to replumb this house. We're gonna have to get most likely an electrician in here to fix a bunch of the miswiring. If I'm being honest with you guys, so I'm in this disgusting bathroom right now, as you probably saw in the previous video, but this shower surround, like someone definitely paid some money to get this installed. I think we'll be able to clean and paint this tub. Like that's not a big deal there. The shower surround can be salvaged. This is a cast iron tub. I think I just broke my freaking knuckles on that one. But yeah, the rest of the bathroom has to be ripped out. So we're gonna try to salvage as much as we can. Keep the budget in check. We have about $36,000 to spend on this particular property. So I'm gonna measure windows, I'm gonna measure floors, kitchen cabinets, counters, everything at this point. First thing is first, we need to get a actual dimension. We need to measure the dimensions of the kitchen here so then I can begin laying out the new cabinet design. But what we wanna do, this huge run of counters behind me, we need to measure that so I can get a new cabinet design, because these old cabinets, generally speaking, they're not the same as far as space as what new cabinetry is. New box cabinets is what we put in all of our rentals. So I just need to measure that out, get the dimensions, and then obviously record it on my piece of paper. And don't forget, when you're doing the upper cabinets, you're obviously going to need to measure the distance to the window, because with the lowers, that doesn't come into play, but with the upper cabinets, that is a huge, huge deal. So now, of course, I need to take window measurements, and I need to accommodate for that space when I'm laying out the new design. And then with fridge designs, they make, generally standard would be 30 or 36 inch fridge. In rentals, we typically put in a 30, so you always wanna make sure you have enough room left over for the fridge at the end of the counters. And what'll have to happen here is this backsplash. This is all going to have to be tore out. Probably gonna have to redo that. The electrician's gonna, of course, have to replace all the electrical. These will be brand new windows in here. And all in all, it's gonna be a brand new kitchen. Then obviously, since I'm recording this, I can reference back the video to get the exact layout of the cabinets, but I need basic dimensions in order to do this as quick as possible. And now, since I'm looking at this, like after breaking things down, I want your opinions. Please drop a comment below. Should we put the sink right here? Like, I think that's probably the best spot. We're gonna have to redo the plumbing regardless. So if we reroute it over here, we'll have sink, fridge, stove will still go right behind me. This will just be blank cabinetry. But I think that would probably look the best overall. And it gives it a little bit better flow to this kitchen. We can put in a dishwasher if we want to. Overall, it'll be a nicer property. Now, in addition to obviously all the cabinets, like I had mentioned, we're replacing the windows. So we have to measure all these windows in the entire house that need replacement. There is a shit ton of them, but a lot of them are duplicate sizes. And I'm hoping that most of these are actually stock sizes. So we can just get vinyl replacements. We'll pop them in. They'll be like 170, 180 bucks a piece. And then probably another 100 bucks for labor. So overall, not too expensive when it comes to the window replacement. Window measurements in the kitchen are done. We got new exterior doors already. You can see this back area has been a little bit damaged. We're gonna most likely just throw a indoor-outdoor carpet in here, paint up the walls, maybe throw some new sheetrock on the walls, and clean this up quite a bit. And you can't forget about counting all the light fixtures. So we got some wall sconces. I already counted those. We have 2 of those total. We got the boob lights. If you guys don't know what a boob light is, let me show it to you quick. There we go. Simple. It's also called a flush mount light, but we don't call them that around here. We have no exterior lights from the looks of it, which I'm totally okay with. In a lot of these old houses, like here in Wisconsin, we got another wall sconce. This one actually looks kind of nice though. Like, that's not too shabby. at least in my mind. But in these old Wisconsin houses, you might not have ceiling lights, like in this one specifically. There is absolutely no ceiling lights in here. Might have to have the electrician run one. I'll put that in the scope of work. These doorways. Like I stand 5'9" on a good day, or 5'9.5" maybe on a good day. Pretty close. So, short family will have to live in here. They obviously love to punch holes in the walls. They love to have animals scratch up the flooring throughout this place. But some of these upper windows, these are actually vinyl replacements already. So, although they're vinyl replacements, they are shit. So we're gonna have to replace these as well, unless some of these work a little bit better than others. I just hope there's no bugs on this carpeting. It's kind of grossing me out. I'm gonna have to measure doors. I'm gonna have to measure all those different things in here. So the one thing that most of you probably would not think about, unless you're used to this construction, is when this door shuts, you have to be careful about this space right here. So if you get a vanity that's too deep, like I'm gonna measure the distance from here to the wall. I just need to make sure that the door does not hit the vanity when it's shutting. Otherwise, it's going to be a mess. And then the same thing goes for this toilet. Quick rough in on the toilets, because they make 10 and 12 inch rough in. You want to see where those bolts are. If that is 12 inches and greater, then you can get a standard 12-inch toilet. If it's less than that, then you're gonna want a 10-inch rough-in. I'm gonna make the assumption that we probably need a new door, so I'll measure for that right away. And you can see how time-consuming this is. This probably takes about 2 to 3 hours to build this entire thing out. Now I'm condensing it down to like 15 minutes for you guys that are watching me right now. But then after I'm done doing this, I need to go document this all on our Google Drive sheet that we have for everyone that breaks down the entire scope of work. And then I have to order all the material for the job. And just like that, we have wrapped up the scope of work in this place. I wanted to kind of show you guys this outside area, because I think it's pretty nice. Concrete's in good condition, siding's in good condition. We can probably paint it. Honestly, a gorgeous house next door. It's all new siding, windows. We got some friendly dogs next door. Garage is actually really nice in the interior. Overall, not too shabby of a project that we picked up on wholesale from another investor. Shout out to Ben. Appreciate you as always. But if you guys have any questions or you're interested in the systems or process that we use, just shoot me an email.
Now, I couldn't let you go from this video without actually showing you the scope of work that I put together for any contractor that comes and bids out our job. They have a clear expectation. We have a clear expectation. There's no hiccups or mishaps during the job walkthrough or renovation process. So you can see here, we have a sample scope of work letterhead, very, very basic, nothing crazy. Property address 631 West 9th Avenue. We have a special note here. All contractors who work in the job site are required to fill out a W-9, as well as provide proof of insurance. This is an absolute must for any of my people out there that are running a renovation project of any sort, whether it's rental properties, whether it's flip properties. You must have both of these items. So again, we have the property address, remodel bid total. Normally I delete that. We go over the materials that we will supply, contractor provided materials, demo work. I didn't really build this out yet. Right here, flooring, location. Are we having flooring installed? Yes. Basement? No. What type of flooring? Vinyl plank throughout, floor leveler as needed, and then description of the work. Any notes that we have on the scope of work are due to past issues that we've had with contractors. So this one, for example, contractor to ensure that the flooring is level and without humps. You would think that's a given. It is absolutely not. And there should be no cracks, gaps, or lines within the flooring. Then we go into trim and doors. I haven't done any sort of drywall insulation. We use the same paint color throughout. And then I still need to work on building out the windows, plumbing, electrical, cabinetry, showers. This at least gives you an idea on what we do in our business. So the expectation with the contractors are all the same. I would highly encourage you to do this. If you need any of this information whatsoever, shoot me an email, carter@carterppc.com. Or if I can ever help out with any Google ads or Facebook ads advertising, again, carter@carterppc.com. I would love to be of assistance.